Some of the companies might have a lot of points of presence around the world, but it could very well be that they might all be, each point of presence might be their own little network, and it's not all interconnected together, which is fine for quite a few applications, don't get me wrong. But when you have applications which also depend on connectivity between regions, or where your audience is a little bit more broad, or when you're making calls with your friends across the world, having that single big global backbone starts to be of more importance. Secondly, the internet itself is not optimized. It breaks all the time.
That's
There's
right.
congestions at random places, cables get cut. We see it with the subsea cables nowadays, and in Europe, a lot of news, of course, recently. It is a very unpredictable beast, and you need to put a lot of control on that, and you can do so if you do have your own connections and POPs all across the world to be able to work around the problems which are constantly occurring. And if you don't, well, then to a certain region, the internet connectivity might break for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, or a few minutes, which traditionally for most Office applications is not that big of a problem. You refresh a few times and you go on with your life.
Yeah.
But in gaming, the controllers are already through the window if there's only a small interruption, because the game session will crash and all the players will be disconnected, and there will be
That's right.
rage on the forums and on X and everywhere
Yes.
else.
Like I said, there's nothing like a gamer customer base audience to elicit feedback.
Yes. So there's what we see is that there's two main ways to see how people solve this problem. One solution is that every bit and byte that is generated in the data center by the POP, they give those bits and bytes through a third-party provider as soon as possible. That is to limit the costs, because if you don't have to transport all the bits and bytes yourself, then it's obviously a bit cheaper to just give it away. And then you just focus on getting as much volume as you can with those third-party providers. And then you have a bare bones ready to offer a CDN or voice and video product. But it works fine until things go wrong, because then you have your client calling you like, my subscribers in the western part of the US have trouble accessing the content quickly. Can you see what's going on? Well, because you are not serving the traffic yourself, but your third party is, who might have outsourced it to another sub party in that specific region.